So hello and welcome to the Limitless You Talk podcast with me, Katie. It's just me and you talking today, which I'm very, very excited about. It feels like I haven't done this in a while. Why do I feel like that? Well, I suppose I'm coming on here off the back of being in my bed for the last kind of 4 days, pretty much in my bed. Didn't change my knickers, didn't change my pajamas, didn't wash, didn't have a shower, didn't brush my teeth. Unfortunately, I took COVID. Yeah, just unlucky, and I feel completely out of sorts actually coming on to do this. And I suppose it goes in line with what I wanted to come on and share a conversation between us today is all about women and their bodies. And I think I've had a lot of time in the last, well, I'm now day 9 of the COVID recovery, and I'm still not 100%, which is crazy. So I haven't been to the gym. I've only been walking, and after I walk, I'm very, very tired. I've got to go for a sleep. Appetite's not been good. And I'm not looking for any sympathy of it. Just it's a matter of fact. It's just a part of life, and been very unlucky to catch it, but fortunate I'm over the worst of it and getting back to things. So why I want to talk about women and their bodies is, as I said, like having COVID and learning about how my body has been fighting that infection of COVID that's been going around my body, and learning about how and what I need to look after myself to get better, to fight the infection, and to sort of still keep alive in a way. So I've spent a lot of this time, thinking, right, how strong is my body? How strong am I with the body that I have? How good is my body? How good am I with my body? So it starts raising all these like amazing, amazing questions. And then I start thinking, well, as a woman, we very much don't like the bodies that we have. We struggle with the topic of body image in particular. And yeah, it just was like, wow, this is different. Like if you could be a woman listening to this and you could be like, I don't like standing in front of a man because I don't like what I see. And I think I'm probably speaking for most of them to say that I don't particularly like doing that either. But for me, and it's something that I've learned, is like, it's not what's in the mirror. It's not what you see in the mirror. It's if we were to rip the skin, rip everything, it's what is underneath us as that person in that mirror that for me is so much more important. As a woman, we're so negative about our bodies. We spend this time, again, it's a society thing, isn't it? But we spend so long like comparing ourselves to a celebrity. Or some people say to me, oh, you're so skinny, Katie, I wish I could be skinny like you. Like, I hate people saying that to me. Like, I'm the strongest that I've ever been. Okay, I don't feel it just now because I'm still getting better, but I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life. And it's like, well, it wasn't always like that. And people used to say that to me when I was in a really, really bad place and I was only 35 kilograms. For context, that's under 100 pounds. It's like, well, yeah, but that saying that might not actually be a good thing. So you need to remember what you say, and that goes into someone's mind. It's like someone that feels that they're overweight and they're like, oh, I'm so fat. The amount of people that say that at the other end of that is like, yeah, but is there something that's maybe health wise that contributes to the fluctuation in your weight, or all of that sort of thing, without being specific to any body type or anything? You're like, we are so negative. Like I always say and teach clients, and when I'm coaching, when I'm teaching, it's all about you have to respect, you have to trust, and you have to build a relationship with yourself. And that comes down to the relationship that you see yourself, that you hear about yourself, that you smell about yourself, that you taste about yourself, that you touch about yourself. And I mean that as like just using our 5 senses. It really is that easy. So we need to learn as women to embrace, empower, and be independent and compassionate to the bodies and the relationship that we have with ourselves. Like, I don't like a lot about my body. Like, my mum and dad had me. I've not got anything. I've not got Botox. I've not got, I wash my hair once a week. Like, I'm the complete opposite of what, probably I should be. As my mum tells me all the time, you've got to put makeup on, Katie. Yeah, but I can't be bothered today, Fiona, so we'll just end that conversation right here, right now. So, yeah, it's such a vast topic, and I've spoken to so many women now, because I'm very, very curious about it. I'm curious on a sense, it's just as hard gaining weight as it is losing weight. And that's something that I've learned from doing it the opposite side of gaining weight. And I've lost a little bit of weight now because I've not been very well. That's a natural thing. It's actually really, really irritated me. So if I look in the mirror of myself right now, I'm thinking, ugh, you've been so unwell, Katie. Like, look at the state of you. Like, look at you. You look really drawn in. You look, you know, you're really pale. You're really like a bit weak and a bit lethargic looking. But usually, like if I'm doing my routine where I'm doing all my training, doing all my work, being energized, engaging with people, having good conversations with people, I can look in the mirror and go, do you know what? I've had such an energetic day. I've had so many amazing conversations. I've had really, really nice food, tasty food. I'm just so grateful I get to go and sit in my bed and read my book and let it reflect and journal about my day. And like, I'm not looking at my boobs or my legs or my feet or my greasy hair in that mirror. I am looking and thinking about everything else. And that's why I know that I appreciate the relationship with the body that I have. I know that my little body right now that's recovering from sickness is going to, in a week to 10 days, be back to where it was. I'm going to have such a better relationship with it. And I'm not sitting and I'm not having this conversation with you to be like, listen, you've got a really bad relationship with yourself and your body right now. So get it sorted. Like, man up, you know, sort it. That's not what I'm saying. It's so, so hard. It's sensitive. It's about patience. It's about trial and error. It's about longevity. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about empathy. It's about compassion. If I put my funeral director, like a lot of the things a funeral director, I think you've got to really put that into a relationship that you have with your body. So when we're sharing this conversation today, right, we can relate to one another as a woman because we're all women. We're all different body types, all different body shapes, all different size of boobs, you know, all of that sort of thing, all different size bums, tums, you know, all of that. And I would love, my coach taught me this, so I thought it was a good way of using this toffee. I would love a toffee. But I could probably, my taste isn't great, so I probably still couldn't taste it. And my COVID brain, as you can clearly hear or watch, if you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, you can probably see that I'm not quite 100%. So my coach taught me about 18 months ago. And Christian said to me, you know, Katie, I've developed this thing where if I should go and stand in front of the mirror, he's like, I want you to stand in front of the mirror and I want you to go Katie and tell me what you see in the mirror. Okay, go and stand in front of the mirror. So I'm asking you to do this the next time. Go and stand in front of the mirror and 3 to 5 things maybe. Just, what does that mean when you're standing in front of the mirror? Come away from the mirror, take 5 minutes. Then I want you to go back to the mirror. This is what Christian said to me. Do it again. He's like, but I want you to tell me those 3 to 5 things that you respect, you trust, you like, you're positive about, that make you happy, that make you filled in that mirror. Now notice how I'm not saying that by what you see, what you hear, all of that. Just look in the mirror. Because when you look in that mirror, you could be looking back, right? So think of it this way. You might be looking back at pictures of yourself on the wall. If your mirror's in front of a wall behind you, you could be got your kids in the room, the dog in the room, your partner, whatever. So when I look in that mirror as my personality, when I first did this, I looked and I was like, not good enough. I'm a failure. I don't really know what I want to do. I'll never be better. I'm just, yeah, I don't deserve anything that comes to me. That was the sort of things that was going through my head. But Katie B, when I had to do it again, was I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm healthy, I'm alive, I'm lucky. And that was the type of thing of, and I was like, I'm lucky because I'm lucky that I was able to come out the other side of something very, very traumatic to me. I'm very, very grateful because without the support network, without the conversations, without the networking that I do, without the job that I have, without the opportunity, without my parents, I wouldn't be doing half the stuff that I do. I'm capable. If I'm capable of getting through the other side and not being able to go away from home, and I love being away from home now, then that's that. You're getting the point here. So I wanted to use this opportunity to give you the chance and hope that you do take this chance to do it. I want you to be person A, be your person A, Katie, and stand in 3 to 5 things and write them down, say them out loud, say them into the mirror. come away from the mirror for 5 minutes, and then go back again and do it again. And I guarantee you that it'll be completely different what person A and person B are, and at the same time that you will want more from person B than person A. Because, now this is the main point here, person A is everything on the surface. It's everything that you don't like, that you don't do anything about, that you constantly use to make excuses for, that you constantly feel guilty for, and you constantly will be back and forth about it. But person B, when you do it, is trust, respect, empathy, compassion, truthful, determined, and wanting. Because the difference is, a woman in our body, we have to want it. Without being a woman and without wanting our bodies to want it, we never will get it. And that's sad when we think about it and when we talk about it, when we share this conversation today. It's sad that I still see women on social media, in society, the way that they talk about themselves and their body. It's horrible. Like, I'm getting upset for them, and they're probably even more upset than me. And it's in their bodies, and their body's not mine. And that's because each one of us should care how we feel. And in turn, how we feel goes on to what we see when we step in front of that mirror. And the person B in front of the mirror of everything deep level brings part A, person A, brings all of that as a secondary. So see how it's workable, it's doable. Most important thing about this though is you have to be right. My name is Katie. I am a woman. I am female. Don't have a great relationship with myself or my body right now, but I want to. And because I want to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure that, and we're so good at it. Is that I use this all the time. We're so good at caring, being who we need to be for other people, that we neglect ourselves. Because we're the last people that we want to think about. But yet, see, at the end of the day here, if you don't think about yourself, I don't believe that you can be selfless for other people. Now, I know opinion poppers or whatever will probably disagree with me, but my experience, that's what I truly believe. And I truly believe that from a place of personal experience, from professional experience, as well as working and talking to so many people on so many different levels now. And in females especially, I know I'm being quite specific here when I'm talking about females, but it's just because it's this big grey area, it's this big stigma around it, and it would be wrong for me not to share that conversation. If you're listening to this as a woman, it'd be wrong for me not to share in this. And I think now is important. But this time of year, we're in the winter right now, like, I believe the best minds, the best bodies, and the best lives are made during the winter, which means you can enjoy the summer a lot more. You can forget about the summer body. You've got longevity in your life. You've got more self-respect, self-worth, self-confidence. You're a selfless person to yourself and to others. And you're truly the real value, the real vision, and the real acceptance of being a woman, being a female, and your body. So I want to encourage you, leaving you, go and try plan A, plan B, which is person A, person B. And then slowly, you know you want it, you know you can do it. What can you do now that can help you as a woman, as a female, have a much better relationship with yourself? So I'm going to leave that with you. Again, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please give me a follow. Follow me on Instagram at LimitlessYouTalkKatie. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. I am trying my best to get more people to listen. Listen or watch or engage. Any questions or anything, please drop me a message. Any topics you want to hear. So just remember, if you're a woman listening to this, you are strong, you're capable. Just have a bit more respect, a bit more trusting in yourself, because you're capable of being able to do so. So thank you very, very much for sharing this conversation with me. It's been fantastic.